Flip the switch, light the fire, ideas spinning higher, higher. Testing, melting, shapes take form. Welcome to the stream.
Hey everybody, hello and welcome to a wonderful Sunday night on DWIT 3D. And I'm sorry if I scared some of you with the music, but welcome. I'm just going to double check my audio here. I think everything is fine. Everything is fine. Perfect. So who's here? Let's see. We have, looks like Tuxedo was first like. Yes. Hello, hello. Another CG. Jerry is here as always. The Ranch Kid and Wiki Central. Another CG, David Walton, Wiki Central. Sorry about the music there, Wiki. Rebecca, hello, hello. Cliff D, Betty Boop, hello, Betty Boop. Tuxedo Kenneth Davis, I think that's it so far. And hello, everybody. And hey, Tim. Hey, hey, hey. How are you guys doing? Another Sunday night here. I got my cheater screen here so I can read the chat a little closer here without having to, bend over this way. No, that doesn't sound good. Without having to look over this way and see the chat on this, I got my little laptop here so I can cheat a little bit. So, yes. Hope everybody's had a great week. It's been a good week here. So, yeah. So let me zoom out a little bit here. And we'll continue with what we've been working on here. So you can see I got a little bit of my laptop here to cheat with the so I can see the chat a little better without having to, miss so much. So, yeah. Hey, Matt Owl, how are you? William Nelson, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So, last week, we had just finished with getting the Beacon Pro ball wired up. And we, hey, Death Cube. And we got the wires running to the bottom of the Voron here. And then we were talking about plugging the wires in and then unhooking all the other wires and then where we were gonna. So I had printed out this piece right here in my hand. I can show you a closer look at that. I printed out this piece which is meant to mount the little USB adapter. So in other words, this is meant to go on here like so. And then you have a cover for it, which goes on there like that. And then you have it protected. You have your 3 plugs, but there was really no way to mount that in my system. So I found another one. Here. So we'll put that aside for now. And I found another one, which basically has a mount for the DIN rail built into it. So this is the sort of the beginning piece. I already screwed these 2 pieces together. Okay. And then now this is going to go into, and I was just working on this as I was waiting for the stream to start. This is going to pop into here, like so. And then this is going to screw onto here, like so. And then I can mount that onto my DIN rail. And we have a perfectly enclosed little plug for connecting up the Nighthawk. So it'll work perfectly for that. So I'm going to, let me zoom out a bit here. I'm just going to go ahead and put these pieces together, and we're going to work on that. Yeah, this is a nice piece. I found it on Printables. Printables? Maker World? I don't know, one of those. Anyways, so as I say, I put this together. Had to put a couple heat insets to attach this to the DIN rail clip, because the other ones usually just use the small M2 self-tapping screws, but this used M3 heat insets. So now I'm just going to pop this on, and we're just going to put this on and use nuts on the back side of this. The other one is meant to be anchored to the printer deck with VHB tape. Yes, yes, and that's the other thought I had. But then I didn't want that to be solo. I wanted it to stick out a little bit more, so it's going to be easier to put the plugs in and access them. So we're just going to get these going here. We're going to put nuts on the other side of these, and we'll get this all set up, and this will be ready to mount in the printer. So basically just going ahead and putting a nut on the back side of this, and these are M3, I believe these are 16 millimeters, 16 or 20, I'm not sure. Doesn't matter, whatever works. Whatever works in this case. So I hope everybody has had a great week. It's been a good busy week here. The full-time business is real busy here, keeping me out of trouble. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, and then one more bolt going through here on the top. It's a nice little design. It's actually very well designed, this one. So there was a couple other ones. There was another one I found, but it didn't have, which would have worked fine. It had a DIN rail mount, but it didn't actually have the enclosure. And I like the little enclosure there, so I prefer that. Come on, bite the threads. There we go. Let me get over here. Anyways, don't forget, if you guys haven't, no, you don't have to enter the draw. Stick around though, and you have a chance to win some Polymaker. Gift card for the Polymaker site, US and Canada and worldwide, a little later on in the stream. So we're just gonna snug these guys up a little bit here. Oh, come on. And then we're gonna do the wiring up. There we go. Just like that. So we have a nice enclosed USB hub for the Nighthawk 36. That's where our umbilical is going to go in. This is where our power is going to go in, and this is where our USB is going to go into the Raspberry Pi. 29 watching, only 12 likes. You tell them, Jerry. I will not go on with this stream unless I get the equal amount of likes with the watchers. Just kidding, but come on. It's a little, you move your mouse button, you move over the button with a thumb up, and you just click. It's real easy. It's real easy. Unless you really don't like the stream, but then you wouldn't be here unless you're just here for the filament. We're going to do another mystery timing for the filament draw tonight again, so be here. Hey, Raj D. Hello, hello. Okay, let's go to the back of the printer here. Oh, let me stand up or fall in the hole that's in my floor here. And we're going to line the camera up for the back of the printer here again for you guys. Here we go. Something like that. And I think that's going to be a pretty good view. Let's check it out. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to mount this guy. Oops, get myself out of that corner. There we go. We're going to mount this guy up in this area here. What we just did here. I got to get some light in there because when I put my hand in there, the camera is meant for auto exposure, and look at that. I got to switch that so it's not auto exposure. So when I put my hand in there, it doesn't automatically darken everything. But that'll end up going in here, and just it'll kind of plug into the DIN rail right about there. But I want to put the plugs in first because I don't want to be in there tightly wiring. So last week we had the little issue over here with this. The USB cable going from the Pi was a little too long and it was hitting the power supply. I found another one. Actually, I found a couple of them here. I have a white one and I have a black one, which both have a shorter. I think the black one I'll use because it's got a little bit of a shorter. It doesn't have as much of a protective thing on the bottom there, so that'll allow that to sort of sit in there a little better. So we'll pop the Pi off real quick here. We'll pop this USB off like that. And we'll pop, this is just a USB-A to a USB-C. And we'll pop this one back in here, like so. And that should let me mount the Pi here where it's meant to be, which is right about, oh, the other thing is this is, there we go, that's in. Now I should be able to get the Pi mounted in there, and boom. That's going to work out just fine. I don't remember, oh, this was for the, yeah, this one that's hanging here like this loose. This is just for the box turtle, if you're wondering what this is for. And then the box turtle, this is for the box turtle power. So and we've just got these tied up out of the way because, of course, the box turtle's not in play right now. So, and you notice we got rid of a ton of wires on the board here. Thanks to the Nighthawk 36, everything's going up with that one umbilical. So it's great with this one umbilical right here. That is just too dark. I'm going to move this over a little bit, and I'm going to put a little bit more light on here so that when I have my hand in here, let me just see if this will help. Now that might help a bit better. So if I do that, put my hand in there, it doesn't darken up so much. So YouTube is screwed up again. What happened to YouTube? I'm kind of missing it here. Print a plug for that hole in the floor. I've got, you mean kind of like, kind of like this, the one that I printed for the other hole. I have 3 of those holes in the floor right here. I've printed two of them to fit in it. That's one that I printed for it. I just haven't gotten around to printing another one. So I've covered up the 2 that are the most critical that I would tend to slip in more in the deeper ones. So we'll throw that one down and cover that up again. Yeah, I have the model. I modeled it. I modeled it myself to fit the hole. So I just have to print it. I just have to print it. There we go. Another chat that won't use the name you're seeing. Huh? Another stream that's got normal names. I'm missing something here. Okay, anyways, whatever. Okay. Don't know what I'm missing, but I feel like I'm missing something. YouTube has not fundamentally changed the name, but has introduced unique handles to complement other names. I don't need that little message there, Google Chrome, but thank you. YouTube has started doing some weird stuff on some live streams. Been playing around with that for a year now. Weird. Weird. I'll have to look into that and see what they're doing to mess me up. Mess up the channel. Okay, so the USB, which is actually longer than it needs to be. Do I have a shorter one? I probably do, but actually this white one might be shorter. Let's see. Nah, it's about the same length. Okay, that's okay. That's what zip ties were invented for. So the USB-C goes into here. That's the data cable taking it to the Pi. And then we have this is the umbilical cable, which is going to plug in right here. Like so. Okay. And hopefully that is going to just let me slip that. This USB cable might be tight. I may have to come in underneath, but we'll see. But let's get the power cable hooked up first. So now my question is, do I want to go 24 volts from the power supply or 24 volts from the board? I think I'll take the 24 volts from the power supply. That's what I think I'll do. Where did I put that wire? I had that wire out. Oh, right here. There it is right here. So this is going to go one end to the power supply and then one end to the board here, and it's 24 volts. So, and that's what we got coming out of the power supply. So I'm going to probably piggyback. We have a positive here and a negative here. I'll just piggyback on one of these over here. I don't think it's going to matter coming from the main power supply. So this is my 80XL cable, which I don't need anymore because apparently the Thunder, the Nighthawk has that built in. So we're going to pop this off of here. Actually, I can probably pop this whole board off of here. This whole board is just 80XL related. So let's get this off of here. Okay, let me see if I can get this off of there. Just to clean up underneath, because if I don't need it, I don't need it. Come on. There we go. So that was there strictly for the 80XL. So that just strips another piece off the pie. Now I might even be able to swing. If I can move the pie down. Can't move that. Can the main board move down a little bit? Not really. We'll just leave that where it is. There we go. Oh. Okay, so got rid of the 80XL cable hanging. It looks so much cleaner in here. Look at that. Okay, so let's grab my screwdriver right here. Here we are. Oh, and there's the Phillips. Okay, we're going to open this. We'll just piggyback off this guy here for the positive, which is red. Okay. Like so. Okay. Tug test. Good. And then we got our ground, which is right here. I'll piggyback on this one. I'm just going to bend that just a hair. There we go. Whoops. And snug this up. So YouTube is changing your names on the streams. That's weird. Okay, there's our power. And then we just got to go into this guy. Got to grab a different screwdriver for that. Then I'll go ahead and grab some zip ties and tidy the wiring up in here a little bit. Yeah, we're going to reach up here, no problem. Okay. Let me grab my little guy. And this one here should work. Streams and comments, weird. You have an excuse, you're Canadian. We have an excuse for everything, and we're always sorry. Okay, so let's undo these. Undo this. And positive is red, negative is black. These ferrules might, no, those ferrules are okay. Some of them, sometimes I find the ferrules a bit too long, but these ones are okay. Let's get you in and in. Open the black one up a bit more. There we go. There we go. I'm going to trim just a hair off these. Just a hair. I don't like anything showing out of there because if you get the slightest piece of something in there, it'll short it. So I'm just going to trim just just a hair, and just a hair off these ferrules. There we go. Just so they kind of sit in there even just a little deep. There, that's much better. Okay. Okay, come on, there we go. Usually the ones on the tool head board that need to be shortened. Yeah, I find a lot of them I do use need to be shortened, but that's fine. As long as they're making good contact and they're gripped under here, and we're good. There we go. We're all set right there, ready to go. We have our data cable in, we have our umbilical in, and we have our power cable. So let's pop that onto the DIN rail. And let's see the easy way to pop that onto the DIN rail. We're going to come under. Let's just move these wires out of the way here a little. We'll come up under these, like so. It's pretty tight in here, but we'll see if we can't get this to go. This one piece is designed, there we go. So we come under that. I don't want to have to work on this too often, but under that, over a little bit more, and then down and push it on. There we go, we're locked into the DIN rail. Okay, so there we go, that's locked in there nice. I don't want to have to pull that out or work on it too much, but those plugs are in there secure. This one's in here nice and secure. I can run this through this raceway right there. So let's trim off a piece of this so we can get this cable through. Trim that one off, and we'll trim this one off. Is my head in the way? Just don't want to hit any wires when I do this. There we go. And then that can go through here like so. And I'm going to cover this back up. Should be able to just but let's go ahead and before I cover that up, let's run this power cable just across here into this one, and we'll just kind of run that down underneath here like that. So that's in there, that's in there. And then this guy, the raceway cover, should be able to pop it on now. Come on. There we go. There we go. And just on the bottom, there we go. That's much clean. Nice and clean in there now, as you can see. Very clean. So here we go. Look at that. We'll just tidy this USB cable up a little bit. I notice I got that underneath my power wire there, which I shouldn't have done, so we'll just undo it here real quick. Pop this back up through here. There we go. And we'll run this one along this in here, and we'll come out under here. This one's going to be, yeah, let's pop the pie off again. The pie's not on there very tight. Cable management, right? There we go. We'll leave that there. We can run you in the end here. This is getting full. This is almost, this USB cable might not quite fit. We'll make it work. Feed it in there. And we'll feed it back a bit. Why fix something that's not broken? I agree. If you're talking about the YouTube issue, yeah. If they're, I haven't noticed, but if they're having an issue like that and they're messing up the live streams, why? Okay. And let's see if I can get this closed. If I can get this guy. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to leave that part out. I'm going to come along here. Come back this way. This raceway is so full. And we'll pop you out this bottom one right here. There we go. This is going to be tricky to get that cap back on, but we'll try. Jam all those wires in there. There we go. Don't you hate when they do something, make a change, doesn't do anything, serves no purpose, but you gotta wonder if there's an underlying reason behind it. Okay, let's see if I can get this back on without pushing the printer off the end of the bench. There we go. There we go. Got it on. Okay, now we'll plug you into the Pi. Come on, this way. And then we'll get the Pi back on the DIN rail. Hopefully. Let's get you up out of the way. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we got all those wires plugged in and cleaned up. There we go. Struggle with tight fits. There we go. So that looks good. Now I like the back. It's all overall pretty clean now. The only thing I've got to figure out what to do eventually is we're going to figure out the box turtle wires. I may have to lengthen the box turtle wires a little bit. So we'll worry about that at another time. But think about it. Once I get these wires in place, it's going to be really nice and tidy in the back. Let's just put that one there for now. Like so. Then we have the USB cable for the box wire, which we can actually, for now, for the box turtle, box wire. We can just unplug this one for now. And then let's get this DIN Pi rail doesn't seem to want to hold on too well for me, do you? Okay. There we go. Okay. So there we go. It's pretty clean in there now. Not bad at all. I can live with that. Hey, Brent Ferguson. How are you, sir? How many people we got right now? It looks like we have about 36 people on. Cool. Okay, so that's very clean actually in here now. Can't complain about that at all. So yeah, that Nighthawk really takes away a lot of messiness in here. So yeah, so the only other wires I got to organize now is I've got to figure out how I want to run that umbilical up to the hot end. So the box wire works great with the Ender Turtle. I'm mixing up my I'm mixing up my you guys know me. Oh gosh. I mix up all my stuff all the time, so what can I tell you? That's the box. There's the box wire plug I got to keep aside so I don't forget where it is. We'll throw it over there. Now I need to just want to figure out now, we're getting the umbilical up to the hot end. And then once we get that done, then I can start some configuration in the firmware. But we've got rid of a lot of wires. My goodness. Oh, get that back over there. And there's our old ADXL wiring configuration. That would be good for a camera, I guess, that wire. Okay. So, how are we all doing so far? I'm doing great so far. I didn't bring any water down with me today, though. Okay, let's stand this up. And let's go ahead and see what we can do with the umbilical. What do you think? Good, good. 5:26, sometime between now and 6:30, we're going to do the Polymaker draw, but we're going to try and beat the people that come in just for the draw. Give you guys that come in from the beginning a better chance. Let's set this up. Whoops. Okay, where's my umbilical? Is right here. I don't want to. Oh, and I gotta figure out these motor wires too. So we're probably going to run those motor wires up the up the rails here, or something like that. Here, let me move this over so it's more in camera, more in frame. Am I zoomed out as wide as I can go here? I am. Okay. So move this over a little bit here. There we go. Okay. Why does this corner seems really dark? Let's see, is this gonna... Oh, that helps a little bit, I suppose. I suppose I could turn the camera over a little bit more this way too. You don't really need to see all that stuff here. Let me do that. Let me just adjust the camera just slightly here, because it is the Voron we're working on, right? So here, just let me see what I can do here. Whoop, whoop. There we go. How's that? That's a little better. It's a little better. All over the place here. Oh, that looks a little better. Hey, 3D Printcraft UK. Hello, hello. Like fixing the update of likes in real time and live streams. Yeah, there's a lot of improvements that could be done. I agree with all y'all that are commenting on this stuff. So I'm going to now, on the back of this, just going to do a couple things with the wiring here. So is this... Oh yeah, this camera will be able to show this really good here. Here we go. So these are the motor wires. We got our A and our B motors. I'm going to assume this one went to this side, this one went to this side. So we're going to run the motor wires. I'm going to run them up along here, and then just up and basically along here somewhere. These were running up the umbilical. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going to use, these were running up the drag chain. I don't know, I guess I could use a drag chain to come up here. I could put them all back on and run it, but there's no need, because this is the only cord right here. This is the only one here that's got to go to the hot end. And then otherwise it's just the AB motors. There we go. Just the AB motors otherwise. What do you guys think I should do? You're not reinstalling the Z cable chain. Yeah, I might. Yeah, that's what we were just discussing that, right? So let's see. What do I have here for the chains? The Z one, I'm trying to remember which one it was, the long one. We have two shorties and a longie here. And I believe the long one was the Z chain cable that went in here. So we could reinstall this. That is the... I took the piece out from down here. So we could reinstall this one. And then run the umbilical from this just over to the head. I suppose I could do that. Remember, the motors go up and down the gantry. Yeah, the motors are going to go up and down the gantry. That's true, because if I do this, then the wire is going to need... If I go ahead and just do these, the wire is going to shorten and lengthen. That's true. So I'm better off to just bring these up. Yeah, good point. I'm better off to run that Z cable chain and do that. So let's find the part that I took off of that. Where did I put those parts? I think I put them in a bin up here. Let's see. Because there's one piece that I took off that I probably shouldn't have. I don't think I threw it out. Did I throw those parts out? I'm just looking for those. Here's all the other parts. There's the cable chain parts here. That's the one corner. This is the part I think I took off of the bottom there, I believe, or is it? It's been a while. I gotta make sure of what I took off of there. I think this is the part. trying to remember what this bottom piece was. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look that up and see how I don't remember how this drag chain went on, to be totally honest with you all. There's a top to it and a bottom to it. That's this one and this one right over here. Okay, I just have to figure out how these went on. Yeah, and I don't want the wires to bend. Let's just get rid of these things here. Wires would be really loose on the gantry all the way down. Oh, I agree with you there, Tuxedo. No, we'll put this back on. I just don't remember how it went on. And so the only wires, these will run up until we get to here, and then of course the umbilical will run up the back as well. Okay. So let me go and figure out which piece that was. It's been so long since I built this piece. Open the two. That's what I'm going to do. Exactly what I'm going to do. Open the 2.4 docks, because I forget. I forget how that went on. So let me have a look here real quick. Okay. And I'll just get it off of the, there we are. Let me open the manual here. Okay, that downloaded the manual, and I'll just open that up real quick here. Bear with me 1 second, because I don't keep those because they change so much. So let's go to my download folder. There it is there, and we're just going to open it up. But I believe I'm going to have to sign into Acrobat. Oh, maybe not. Let's just get to that part real quick here. Okay. Trying to find the page where we find specifically for the drag chain for the Z, and I think I passed it. I think I passed it. Yeah, it's up in this section here. What page number are you on, you little bugger? Man, looking at this manual makes me want to build another one. We all forget. That's why docs were invented. Exactly. Yes. Couldn't do this without the documents. There we are. Okay, I think I'm getting close to the section now. Oh, they've really changed a few things in this build. This is the R2 build. Wow. I'm just looking through there just to find that section. Looks like it's easier to run the belts now. Okay. Okay, there's that, there's that, there's that. Dum dum. Bear with me. Speak amongst yourselves. So it's in the electronics section then, is it? Where is the drag chain section? Dum, 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 dum. You know, there was a time I would know exactly where to look. Thank you all. There we are. Okay. Cable chains overview. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have the right piece here. Okay. And that's the Y, A motor, B motor. There we go. There's the piece. Yeah, so that is the right piece I got. That's the right piece, and it goes like so. Okay, there we go. Okay, I did have the right piece, and I just have to find the, hang on. Okay, so there's that, and then the drag chain just screws onto that, and the other one is just a rider, and I need that other piece. Oh, I hope I kept that other piece. Oh boy. Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, I'm just not sure if I kept all the right pieces. There we are. Okay. You may have to use a PG7 gland next to the B motor than the tool head. A PG7. Is that like a PG13? So this piece is good. This piece goes on here. Okay, so let's just move all these wires up this way a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, I had the right piece. There's one more piece I'm not sure if I kept. I did, right here. I did keep it. Good. Whew. Okay, I have that piece and that piece. So I have all the pieces I need, which is this, which mounts right here. And then we have this little guy, which goes in, and then the drag chain is going to attach to this, and we're going to run it up to the top here. Let's see what happens. Let's see. But I need an M35, I believe, for this. It's either an M35 or an M34 that goes on there. Yeah. Okay. Let's check and see if I kept it in my bin of screws here, and it looks like I did. Looks like I did right here. I believe this is the one right here. Let's just make sure. Where's my bigger wrench? This one. No. I need my gold one. My golden wrench. PG7 black cable gland, 3 to 6.5 millimeter waterproof nylon joint with adjustable lock nut, strain relief for cable fixing. Oh. So that is the right bolt here. So this one I've got to put in. So we start with this through here. Put this in here. And then this guy, there we go, screws into here. That goes right there, like so. Okay. And then the drag chain, the end of the drag chain, so I have to put the cables in first. Which is the top, which is the bottom. I don't think it matters. Let's just see. This is going to go on like this. So let's open all these up. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. This big black one. The thick black one is the Z one. Okay, Rebecca, take care. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. See ya. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these cables in here. Just the 3 of them to start. Get them running up. Okay. Now I need to take my bottom one, this guy here. He is going to go in here and inside here, like so. Oh, come on. Ouch, that pinched. And he is going to attach to right here. And then we're going to come up like so. Yes. So I need to screw this guy in the bottom, but let's go ahead and finish running the wires through. Get these in. Whoops. All the wires. I know you can't really see this too well. Oh, that camera's a bit low. Hang on. There we go. That's a little better. The tabs should be on the left as look from the back. And they are on the left as you look from the back. They are. Hopefully I get this right. Yeah, because that's going to run up, that's going to run Well, maybe I got this the wrong way around. Hang on a second here. Maybe I have this backwards. No, this is the way that went on. Let me just double check something here. Let me just double check something. Let me just double check that document. Where did you go, Acrobat? Why did you close? I did not close you. There you go. Okay, that's the correct way there. Yes, yes. I've got this on the right way. And then should be right. Why does something look off here? Unless this is slid. Oh, this is out of position, I think. Hang on a minute here. I got something out of position here. Looks like I'm missing something. Okay, we got this one here. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be over here. Yep. I got this. I got the chain backwards. I got the chain backwards. Of course I do. Yeah, the right-hand side to bend to the left. Exactly, yeah. I just realized that. No big deal. Just slows me down a little bit, that's all. Yeah. On the right-hand side to bend to the left. I'm going to blame you for messing me up there. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. That's just a matter of popping a few of these open again. Not a big deal. Not the end of the world. Oops. Let me get back to my screen here so I can see. There we go. Just got to pop a few of these open again. But, you know, that's typical of me. I always do things wrong the first time. But, hey, keeps me on my toes. Minor inconvenience. There we are. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so the chain wants to bend this way. So let's pop this guy, attaches here, like so. No, we want the chain to bend this way, like that. So why, what am I doing? Hang on a minute here. I'm doing something. I'm backwards on something here. Because the chain wants to go this way. While I'm at it, identify those stepper wires. I know I've got the A and B coming out because I've got them when I built this. I had them coming out the proper sides. So, but yeah, this is actually that's a good point. So as they come up, I can see where they're coming out on the bottom. But you're right. Although the one going to the A motor is much longer, so the longer one is going to the right, and the shorter one is going to the left. And that is, yes, that's based on the way they're coming out down here, because I had the motors coming out the proper sides down here. So we have this one. So I know the one on the right is the longer of the two. Got that covered. Got it covered so far. Okay. I just have to, this chain is driving me nuts. let's just get this stuff out of the way here. I just want to make sure I get, because this has got to attach. This is going in and attaching down in the bottom here, because that's got to be screwed through the front into the back. Okay, and then that is going to attach to that like this. Ah, okay, I've got it. I've got it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to attach this to here first, because that'll be a whole lot easier to do than when I have the wires in. So I need these little guys right here, and it's just one of them. And this is just this little M3 by 2. That's not the right bit. This is the right bit here. So let's go ahead, and this little guy goes in the back. Okay. And then we're going to go through, I'll go through the top one. It doesn't matter which one, there's only one. Okay. Because I can always click that drag chain into place. There we go. I am missing. Why am I missing? I am not hitting the hole. There, I think I got it. No, I don't. Come on. There we go. Did that get it? That got it. There we go. Okay. Just a tight angle. That's in place. That's what she said. Ah! Hey, Petty Ruxman. John Curtin says, if that's how I pronounce it. If I haven't said hi to you, forgive me. Okay, now we can come up with the drag chain. Here we go. So now we're going to come up this way. Okay. So first of all, let's get a couple of these first few started. Okay, and then we'll bring it down and get it put onto the... Oh, I put the wrong one on. Oh, no, I just started the wrong end. Okay, fair enough. This is just becoming... It's like a joke. I put the wrong end in. I started with the wrong end. This end is the one I want down there. There we go. Okay, let's get you started. There, that's better. Now that will squeeze into that. Come on. There we go. That's better. Just make sure that we don't miss any. There we go. Okay, now we should be cooking with gas. Okay. There we go. Oh, what are you tangled on? There we go. Okay, there we go. And then this end's going to go onto here. And then that's why we have that longer Z. Where did I miss one? How come I only got one coming out? Oh, right there. That's going onto this Z motor. This is going onto this Z motor. That makes sense now. And that makes sense that we know which is which, because the long one's got to reach over there. The short one's just got to reach right over to here. Okay. So So let's go ahead and put this top piece on. Hey, Big Bad Joe. Okay, we need another tiny screw. And we need the other end, which I put, of course, did I drop it? Where did I put it? That other end, oh, it's on it. It's on it already. Pff, duh. How come that looks like it's still not the right way? Tell me I didn't mix these. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I just put this on backwards up here. That's all I did, is I put this on backwards. So we just have to pop that out like so. Screw this one in up top here. Oh, that is hard to get the fingers into. Oh, wonderful. Now I've lost the piece. Oh, okay, let me just grab some tweezers here. There we are. I just lost this piece. It's just a tight little fit in here. Perhaps if let's see if I can just get that in there. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I just have to figure this out. And I think I need to move this out of the way. Oh, hang on, let's see. Either that or I got to get my whereas out. Oh, I think I got it. I got it. There we go. I got it. Okay. So now we can take this drag chain. These things are all going to come out the bottom. I don't know what I'm going to do with the umbilical yet, but we'll figure that out in a minute here. Okay, let's plug this motor in before I get too far here. We're going to plug this stepper motor in this way. Come on, there we go. And we'll get you guys coming out the bottom, and there we are. That's on. That's in place. This guy is going to go through these two, which are going to take little zip ties over to this motor. And then we just need a couple little zip ties to fix them in place, which I should have in this bag. In this bag right here. I do. You know the funny thing, Big and Bad Joe? Lazy Susan is right over there. I can actually see it. I don't know why I don't have this on it, because I built it on the Lazy Susan. Come on, little zip ties. There we go. So yeah, it's just over there. I think here. Let me see. Or is it? Oh, I thought it was right here. Oh, maybe I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, then I'm a liar. I thought it was right over there. It's here somewhere. It's in the studio somewhere. Okay, I gotta switch cameras again so I can get these zip ties in. Guy that had the machines on the Lazy Susan. Oh, that's funny. Cool. The lazy guy that had the machines on the Lazy Susan. Okay, here we go. Zip tie this guy up. Come on, get in there. Oh, you guys, I don't know if you can see the cut on this finger. Right there. Hard to see. That's a story in itself. I sliced that finger open at my full-time gig. Okay, I was removing some vinyl on Friday from some trucks for a customer, removing because they were bought out. So I was removing some vinyl from the trucks. And when you're dealing with removing vinyl from the body of a car, of course, you want to be fairly careful with how you remove the vinyl on the body of a car. So over the years of doing this, I've developed a way I do it. And so I take the blade. I have a larger, hang on, do I have one here? Because you really got to see this to understand what happened to me. But anyways, you have an Olfa knife like this, and you have the blades. So usually, but I have the bigger ones as well. They're the bigger Olfa blades. I usually snap 4 or 5 blades off of this, okay? And I use that blade in my hand. And oh, Big Bad Joe, $5 for the Lazy Susan Fund. Find the Lazy, thank you so much, I appreciate that. Find the Lazy Susan Fund. Big Bad Joe, that's very nice of you. I'm going to have to find it now that you've donated to that fund. Anybody else want to donate to the Find the Lazy Susan Fund? I'll find it faster. But thank you so much, appreciate that. Anyways, so yeah, so it's the bigger blades, 4 or 5 strips of them, and what I do is I'm very careful with it. So you have your letters on the truck, so I parallel with the paint on the truck, and I basically slide. I use this finger, and I push it in just so I get a little bit of the vinyl lifted, and then I basically peel slowly and I get it in. Well, the one truck was backed into a darker corner, and of course, I had to get some stuff off the back of the truck, and of course I dropped the blade, and I had to pick the blade up. I picked the blade up, and I went to get on the corner of this letter again. I did not know that I had the blade turned around so that I was pushing against the actual sharp part of the blade with this finger, and I thought, man, this vinyl is really glued on, and then all of a sudden it was like a pop. The blade just sliced right into my finger, and I just went, ah, and the blood, and anyways, that's the story behind that open cut right there on the tip of the finger. So it was not a pleasant thing to go through at the time. So yeah, it hurt. CA glue is excellent for cuts, but remember to sterilize first. Well, first thing I did when that happened was that, and that was halfway through the job. And then so I let it bleed out a little bit, let it bleed out, and it was okay. And so then I finished the whole job with it. But you think it would, and I still had to use this finger because it's my dominant hand to push. Anyways, it wasn't a very pleasant afternoon. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. So we have the drag chain in place. I know it's like a story that makes you go, oh. So now we have the umbilical, which has got to basically go from here to the print head. Now, I guess, so I only had that Lazy Susan, right? Now, I guess I could always put the other chains back on. You know, I could always put the other chains back on, but I don't know, because then the umbilical's long enough to run through the chains, like to go here, across here. It's actually really long. I mean, there's a whole. I mean, this thing is super long, but I don't know what I want to do. How would you run it from here? I've seen other ones that just run it, that maybe, I guess, back up out the umbilical and then run it kind of in the middle, and then just hang it over to the hot end. But there's a lot of cord here. There's a lot of cord here to decide what to do. So, any ideas? Any thoughts? Has anybody built one of these? How have you handled it? Has anybody put one of these on their Voron, and how did you handle it? Did you just do what the normal person should do and then run it, you know, keep your, you know what I'm saying? Should I have just kept these other ones on? And made life easy for myself? I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, for now, I can always just, because I want to plug it in, make sure everything's working, right? So make sure, see if we get any magic smoke, because I think that's what a lot of people are waiting for, is the magic smoke. So there we go. Okay, 46 people. Oh, not quite draw time yet, but we're going to do the draw when you least expect it. When you least expect it, we'll do the draw. Might be late, might be early. you should retract it and stow the excess length in the electronics bay. Yeah, I should, rather than have it all up here, right? But I just got to decide, do I want to, yeah, that'll pull back through easy, no problem, but do I want to come, I almost want to just come straight over, straight across. Mind you, then you want some sort of a, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. After the smoke first. Retract it after the smoke. Hashtag Polymaker. Oh, I got to remember not to do hashtag DWIT again, because I've got to change that from last week, because that was a little confusing, wasn't it? Let me pull some of this back right now. There we go. Let me just pull some of this. Oh, I'm right in the way. Right in the way. I'm just going to pull some of this back right now. We definitely don't need all this, all of this. So I'm just going to pull some of this. Sound effects and all. So we have this. So if I just decide just to come up and over, boom, we're okay. But I want to plug it in and make sure everything is recognized. But again, I can worry about wire cable management later. Piano wire, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So if I come back, actually I can pop this open, come back up, pop it out the top of this, on the top of this. And again, when we lower, the whole thing's going to lower with the gantry. So we don't have to worry about this up and down. So that might just be fine just the way it is. Like so. But yeah, so we have that excess out the electronics bay here. All this excess down here. There we go. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I have tried 1mm piano wire and the flat wire, but still get caught in the LEDs. Ah, okay. May not have installed them to the best advantage. The other option, and I just have to, there's no way to get over there with a drag chain though, is there really? That would not be efficient. No. There's always different ways to do things. Yeah. Okay, for now, as I say, for now, really we want to test the whole connection and everything. So for now, I'm just going to not DWIT. Hashtag not DWIT. There we go. So we should be able to plug this in, no problem right now, just like so. And just as a precaution, I'm going to zip tie that as string. I don't know what this other piece is for. I don't think I need that on there. I'm not sure why this is. Oh, that's probably for the PTFE tube. I don't know what this other front piece on the hot end would be for. Here, let me zoom in so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And maybe somebody knows, and maybe this is for something that I'm missing, but it's this piece right here. So there's the umbilical that would attach right here, okay? And then they have this piece on the front here, which I'm not 100% sure why that is there. So if anybody can enlighten me as to why this piece is here, I'd be, maybe use the PTFE tube to stiffen the umbilical. Yeah, I could do that too. Attach the cable to the filament Bowden tube to the hot end. Filament Bowden tube to the hot end, but the filament Bowden tube's got to come in here. It's got to come, yeah, it's got cable tie holes in it. And I checked and I thought that's not backwards. That's the way that was meant to go on. It's the only way that'll actually fit on, because I thought, okay, maybe that's to hold this up like so, but this is the way that the instructions showed to put that on. So it's almost like you don't, I really don't know. Or do I have it on backwards and I'm just an idiot? No, because it won't fit the other way. So yeah, anyways. Whatever. But that's on nice and stiff. Oh, I'm not going to worry about anything right now. That's on there. That's on there. I can confidently power up. But yeah, if I were to run the Bowden tube along this, it would help stiffen this up, actually, come to think of it. Similar to the way the Bowden tube runs on the bamboos. The Bowden tube clips along the bamboo, along the umbilical, right to the hot end. So, but you're definitely not going to clip a Bowden tube onto this, because the thingamadoober is right here. And that's going right here, unless, no, yeah, I just don't get it. Yeah, it's not really in line. Yeah. So I could take it off. There's no need to have it on there. So I could actually take it off. What's it being held on with? Just an M3, I believe. And I'm positive I don't have that on backwards, but I've said that before, that I'm positive of something, and of course I was not positive of it, and I was incorrect. So let's just, if I pop this out, okay, let's just pop this screw out. Oops, I just realized that the camera's all blurry there. There we go. So if I pop that guy out, see, because the end of this has quite a unique shape to it. So if I put it in this way, will it go in this way? It won't. It doesn't. If you put it in this way, which I thought it would go, the holes don't line up. That does not line up. The only way that fits into that is like that. So really, I could leave that off. I don't need that based on this. So I'll leave it off for now until I am positive. I have no idea what that's for. Brent Ferguson says. So I could leave that off for now. Now I could, in the interim, just because there's now that I've taken that off, there's a couple of I guess holes that are not being used. No, it's on the right way. I just can't figure out what it's supposed to do. Yeah. So I could actually just take a zip tie through here as a precaution so I don't bend the umbilical, and I could just put the zip tie through those holes like that to hold the umbilical in place a little bit more snug, I suppose. And then we just snip that end off there. Like so. So that holds the umbilical from actually pulling away and bending the wires. So let's just leave it like that for now. And yeah, the PTFE will stiffen this up a little bit for me. So we'll see. Anyways, we're good for now. And I think I'm at the point where I'm kind of ready to power it on. Although I may need the box turtle on, because I'm going to get an error that it's not going to find the box turtle, because the configuration files are in there with the box turtle in mind. So, and then I've also got to do the sensorless homing, since we took the sensors off, the limit switches off for the X and Y. We're going to do sensorless homing. So let's just power it on first and see if we get any magic smoke. So a couple of minutes to edit that STL. Yeah. You have to hook up the box wire, otherwise it won't boot. Exactly. If I got to put the box wire on, the box wire. Did I call it a box wire again? Oh, crap. Oh, man. Okay, whatever. It's going to be a long stream, Tim. Here, let's move this out of here. What's going on here? I got one cable messed up here. Hang on. And we'll move that around here. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the top, because I'll set the box wire. I'll set the box turtle on top, and we'll plug but I got to get the wires for the box turtle out yet, and I got to lengthen those wires for them. So let's bend it over. Actually, let's get under here for a minute first. There we go. Let's get back under here, because we got to pull this umbilical back through. Got a little bit of work to do, and then we'll get the then we'll get the box wire out. Okay, you guys are going to drive me freaking nuts here. You realize that, right? Just messing with me. We speak Tim. We understand. I know. Okay. Speaking Tim is a language all in its own. Okay, so we're going to pull this back through from the umbilical. There we go. The excess umbilical, which is definitely not going to fit in this raceway. So we're just going to have to zip tie this umbilical. Probably, we won't even zip tie it yet. We'll just kind of, let's get the box turtle wire out of here, and we'll just sort of put this umbilical kind of, it's a good thing electronics don't worry about too many bends, at least these ones won't. And we'll just sort of tuck that umbilical right in there, out of the way for now, just like that. We need box wire stickers now. Have I thought of changing the Death Cube? Don't get me going on something like that. Oh man, you're gonna kill me here. Have I thought about changing the power supply to a smaller one since I'm using an AC heated bed? They should have thought of that when they sent the kit out. It is crowded in here, but that's all that's got to go in here. I mean, this is it. So this is the box turtle power. Box wire. Yeah, I need box wire stickers and a box wire t-shirt. Oh, yeah, what have I started here? And then we have the USB for the box turtle. Where did I put that cable for the box turtle? USB. I swear to you, it was right here. Box turtle USB. It's got that funky right angle plug to it. It probably fell off the bench is my guess if I don't have it handy right here. Yeah, I'm just checking the other side of the bench. There's always space for more mods. For example, you need more RGB for speed. Yeah. Where did I put, did that wire fall off the end of the bench? I had it here. No, where did I put it? The box turtle USB cable. The data cable. I swear to you, I'm losing my mind here. I unplugged it from here. Huh. You put it in a safe place. I tell you, it's not over here. I'd lose my brain if it was not attached. Hang on, is this it here? Is this it here? No, that's not it. That's not it over there. My gosh, is this it here? This is it right here. I found it. I tossed it over amongst some other wires. I found it right here. And I need this because it's got that right angle USB-C to USB-C right angle adapter for when you get in the box turtle. So I'm going to plug this guy in here. I think that goes this way. There we go. Okay, so there's the box turtle. We'll just sort of hang you out here, and we'll just sort of hang you out here. I got to do these box turtle power and data wires better. I just haven't had a chance yet because I want to run them up properly so that they look better. So there we go. Check the box of wire, aka the box wire. Oh, you're good, Brent. You're good. Okay, there we go. And I probably have this coming out the wrong side for the box turtle. No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. So I just need to get my top on here so I can set the box turtle on it. The question is, where did I put the panels for this? Oh, I see them. I see them. Top panel is going to be the one with nothing on it right here. Here it is. Why do I have this camera view on right now? I shouldn't have it. I should have this camera view on. Top panel right here. I think I think you got to go this way though. Tell me you're the top panel. You're not. What? That's not the top panel? Okay, then. Or are you the trident panels? You're not the top panel. You have to be the top panel. There's the back panel. This has got to be the top panel. Come on. Open that up. Open that up. You are not. How many panels can I have? That is not the right panel. What the heck is that panel for? That's not going to be for the trident. Okay, hold on a second here. I'm doing something wrong. I'm just a crazy, crazy Canadian. That must be... I'm kind of lost. Did my printer shrink? Okay, let's see what's going on here. That's not the back. That's not the front. That's one side. Where are the other panels? I'm still missing two panels. I think what's going on here is I've got a couple panels mixed up with the trident. I'm just going to look real quick over here. I'm in behind the camera. You can't see me. Oh, the trident's got all its panels on it. Okay, so okay. I'm a very confused individual. This is one of the side panels. Let's just make sure that I got this correct. That is in fact a side panel. The back panel's black. Don't ask me where the other side panel is. I've got the doors. This has got to be the top panel. Make sure the panel clips are fully open. It sounds like somebody, that's a shower running upstairs. Now you're going to make me want to pee. Clip is open. Clip is open. They're all open, but it seems to be, okay, this has got to be the top panel. This is slightly annoying. The clips are all open. Why is it too wide one direction? Oh man, Tim, this is not the way that things are supposed to work. It's like it's half an inch too wide. It can't be. I'm having a brain fart moment here or something. I could just sit the box turtle on that. It's definitely not a side panel. It's definitely, yeah, I'm looking at it and it's too wide and it's too tall. Oh, it's perfect for the front panel if I didn't need doors. It's a perfect fit for the front if I didn't need doors. So it's definitely a perfect fit for the back, but the back panel's black. It should be that now is the top. Turn it around. I have. I've turned it around both ways. I'm having a moment here, guys. Okay, we got the depth is right, but the width is too wide. Turn it this way. The width is fine, but the depth is off. I'm doing something wrong here. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. There's the frame. It is definitely not the right panel, but what the heck is this panel for? Holy crap. Huh. I've got something totally messed up here. This panel does not fit this printer. It fits the front and it fits the back. No, my trident's fully enclosed. The front and sides are the same size. The front and sides are the same size. No, well, this would fit if I didn't need doors. That's a perfect fit for the front. Okay, perfect fit. if I didn't need doors. It doesn't fit the side. It is too, I'm curious now. For the side, it fits left to right. And then top and bottom. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the front and sides are the same. So this is the other side panel. So I'm missing my top panel somewhere. So this side panel fits. You're right. My bad. I've just misplaced my top panel then. Where the heck would I have put my top panel? Yeah, the front and sides are the same. So that's my other side panel. So we have two side panels here. We have our front doors and we have our back panel. I am missing my top panel. Where the heck would I have put my top panel? Give me 1 second. I'm going to go look over by the trident. Okay, we have the box turtle here. Okay, that one's fine. That one's fine. Do I have any panels hiding over here? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Why are you way back there? I think I found it. I think I found it. It's got to be it. It's the only other panel. While I'm over here, I may as well bring you in. Bring the box wire over. Holy crap. It's my own fault, I guess, for not keeping everything all together in the same place. There's the box wire. Yeah, I know I called it a box wire. That was on purpose. Top panel should be below the box wire. It was over, leaning down in between two pieces of plywood. Son of a gun. But this is definitely the top panel. It's dusty. It was in between two pieces of plywood. Why? I don't know. I don't remember putting it there. A normal person would keep it with all the other covers. Jeez. Bad plywood, I know. Okay. We're not going to screw anything in place right now. We're going to bring the box turtle in. We're going to set you in place just so we can power this up because we'll get errors otherwise. Okay. Let's get the... Oh yeah, of course, the data and everything actually doesn't matter. I'm going to put the box turtle on backwards for now. I ran these wires out the wrong side. It doesn't matter. So what we're going to do, I'm going to plug in the USB data cable here. USB-C data cable. Come on, there we go. And the power is, oh yeah, I'm upside down and backwards here. There's the power connector right there. Let's get this plugged in. Right there. Okay, we're in. I know it's backwards before anybody says anything. I know the box turtle's facing the wrong way, but it's just the way it's going to be for now. Okay, fair enough. All we want to do is power this printer on and see if we're going to have magic smoke. Now I just need a power source. Okay, here we go. One power source. You got a box turtle kit to build, Raj? Cool. It's a fun build. Okay, let's plug in the back of the printer. Make sure our power's off. And okay, we are going to hit the power switch in 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, no smoke. No magic smoke. I can't see the lights on the front of the box turtle, but I should hear it do its stuff. Okay. Let's see what happens. I did plug the box turtle in. Box turtle is plugged in. Oops. Nothing went boom. Did the lights dim? Nope. We're having trouble connecting the clipper, but it's because I need to add some files, I think, for the Nighthawk. Hoping for smoke. Mark, you wish. Okay, we're not getting anything. Let me just look at something. Let me go to the menu. Let me go to my network and let me hook up to the computer. Let me see what my IP address is here. So we are 223. Okay, 223. Okay, let's hook up. Let's hook up to the network and see if I can get this. Because we have to do some configuration files. We have to do a bunch of stuff to the Pi, yada, 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 as far as I know. Nighthawk isn't flashed. I don't believe it is. No. So I think that's what I have to do now. But let me go ahead and just 223, 10.0.0.223. There we go. We can see it. And Moonraker can't connect to Clipper. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to, we have to do some flashing here. It's just giving you issues with the spool rewinding. The extruder is moving faster than the spool winding wheels are moving. Ah, I've had that happen. Okay, so I am back here. I am going to, I've got some instructions I got to follow here. Let me, no, I'll pull them up on this screen. But I want to actually, give me 1 second here. I want to actually just do something here. Bear with me for a minute, folks. We're going to do something here. Give me 1 second. We're going to go here. We're going to do this. And okay.
You bet love a bit.
Give me 1 second, guys. Hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi. Oh, what? Take me off of that.
Oh.
I gotta look better than I did before. Oh, you're live. I love
I'm
you.
live. Okay, bye. That was my wife calling from Jamaica. Okay, let me go back here, and here we go. Boop. Oops. The winner, Tulsa Skin won last week. There's no winner yet. There we go. Let's give some filament away. I told you it was going to be random. Hi, Tim's wife. She's gone. She said, "Oh, you're live." Oops. She forgets. Mind you, they're 2 hours ahead there, so. So let's go. Type hashtag Sunday in the comments. Hashtag Sunday to enter in the draw for some filament. You will get, if you're in Canada, you'll get a $45 Polymaker gift card. If you're in the US, you'll get a $35 Polymaker gift card. Thank you so much to Polymaker for making this possible. Thank you for LDO Motors for the Nighthawk 36 and the Jabberwocky build. And these are the guys right here. There we go. Keep typing hashtag Sunday in the comments to join the draw. And we're going to do a draw. So we're going to do a draw. And then we're going to actually, we'll look, we won't finish, but we're going to look at what's required for the firmware and for the flashing and for everything we got to do to get this Jabberwocky and the Nighthawk up and running. Mostly the Nighthawk, because the Jabberwocky is basically the hot end that's ready to go. So there we go. I'm just looking to see how many entries we have so far. We have 56 56 people watching this stream. If you're not subscribed and you don't hit the subscribe button, you're not going to win the filament. Just so you know. I have no control over it, but it's karma. It's called karma. Everybody should be subscribed. Everybody should hit the like button. And let's see how many entries we have so far. We have 39 entries so far. Keep going. Keep going. And in the meantime, while you're entering, I'm going to get the code, and I'm going to be able to send you the winner code immediately. That's my best attempt at French. Immediate maintenant. So keep entering while I get the code for you guys. I need some Jeopardy music here is what I really need. Da da da. Go away, AliExpress. I don't want your ads. I'm going to go here and I'm going to get you the code while you enter. And as soon as I'm finished getting the code, we're going to do the draw. And the winner is going to immediately win. Immediately win. When was the draw? The draw is today. We're giving away one spool. I'm going to talk to Polymaker as well, guys. I have my 5th anniversary coming up. My 5th year anniversary for streaming. I'm going to talk to Polymaker and see if I can give away 5 spools for my anniversary stream. We're going to see. I don't know. No guarantee. But we will try. We will try. Yep. Keep entering. Okay, I got the code. Almost ready. And let's see, there it is. I'm going to copy the code into the email. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is a nice code. Oh, who wants to know what the code is? Anybody? Anybody? And paste. Now all I need, there we are. Now all I need is a winner. Okay? 45 entries. 58 people watching. Hashtag Sunday in the comments. 10 seconds to do it. You can save a bit of time and send it to you right now, Maker Mindset. I can. You think so, Rick? Huh? Okay, 10, 9. You volunteer to be the winner, Brent? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Okay, and the winner is, drum roll, please. Say something in chat. Hanson Hollers, congratulations. Are you still here? You should still be here. And if you are here, how did I fix it? I don't know how I fixed it. Okay, so the winner, oops, rigged, it's rigged. Hanson Hollers is there, awesome. Email me right now at DWIT 3D Canada, I'm typing it in the chat, at Gmail, at gmail.com. Go ahead and pop me an email right there, right to this address right there. DWIT3DCanada at gmail.com, and I'll send you your winning code right away. So as soon as that comes in, I will watch for it and we'll get you your code. Congratulations again, Hanson Hollers. Appreciate you guys all watching. Appreciate everybody watching. What graphic tablet do I use? This is not a graphic tablet. This here sitting in front of me here. Let me get rid of that draw first. Let me go with that. Let me turn that off because the winner has been announced and he's going to email me. There we go. This is a... your mic always muffles when you're spinning. That's because it I'm competing with the noise of the spin. This is an HP, what brand is it? It's an HP laptop. It's an Intel Core i7, 10th generation NVIDIA Pavilion HP. It's got a touch screen on it actually. So I can actually, it's a touch screen laptop, which is kind of interesting. Here, I'll show you, here, I'll kind of show you what it is. And it's, I decided to start using it to sort of see the chat and everything. So here, right here. This is the guy, this is the little computer I'm using right here. So I can zoom in with my hands here and zoom in on the chat because I'm blind, so I have to zoom in to see what everybody's saying. So I don't know what it's running. I haven't used this much. I got this during the pandemic, and I've had it since then. I haven't used it a ton. I don't know what version of Windows it's using, but it's using Windows. I think it is might be using Windows 10. Hard to say. I guess I could look it up and see, but I haven't done an update on it in a while, so I don't really. Let's see. Let's see what it's running. It's running about this PC. Properties. It looks like we're running Windows 11 Home. It is a 16 gigs of RAM, and yeah, something like that. I don't think there's anything confidential on there, but hey, yeah, but that's what we're running right there. So it's an HP Pavilion. So I don't need to use a mouse. I can actually just go like this, and I go like this, and I can open the window I want to open, which is the chat right there, and then I can, you know, move my hands. I like the fact that it's a touch screen, so it is Windows 11, yeah. For your artwork, color, and what graphic tablet do you use? Oh, I have a, for anything like that, I also have an AirPad. What do I have, an AirPad? I think it's, I forget which version it is. I'll bring it on next stream, but I do have an Apple AirPad as well. So, yeah. I think I got a mail. Let's see. I think I got some mail. Did it come in? No, not yet. Still waiting for the email to pop in so I can send that code. DWIT3dcanada@gmail.com. And I always check my junk box as well. There we are. Looks like it just came in. There we are. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Let me copy your email address. Copy. No, I want to copy the email address. I don't want to, no. I want to copy that. There we go. Copy. I want to go to my drafts. Oh, it's drafty in here. Ah, see what I did there? And I'm going to paste that in. And there we go. And send. There you go, Hanson Hollers. Your prize is on the way. Congratulations again. You can go ahead and claim your prize tonight. Okay. What I'm looking at is, I want to find out, Capult. No, so something I was reading, and some guys out there may know more about this than me because I'm not the most versed in this stuff. But here we are. Where I was looking at was Nighthawk right here. So Nighthawk 36. Oh, that's the piece. I didn't want that. I wanted more so right here. So mount guide. There was an install guide here somewhere. Where did I put the install guide? Toolboard right here. Here we are. This is from the LDO documentation for the Nighthawk 36. Okay. So I believe, well, we got a little bit of time. We got 20 minutes left. We can stay on here. So it looks like I need, based on what I was reading here. So we've done the firmware, or we've done the setup of the plug. We've identified all that. That's the kind of plug we're using right there. It was a cable pinout, et cetera, et cetera. Now we're in the firmware setup and update. Okay, so the firmware for the Nighthawk consists of two components, catapult and clipper. Well, we got the clipper. So we're looking for the catapult. You gonna come and say hi?
Yes.
You're more than welcome to come and say hi. Let me put it back to the main camera, main screen, and let me make sure that people can actually see you so you can say hi. Let me just make sure.
Why are your floors so cold?
Get over here behind this tripod. Oh, just don't trip over the wires, okay? And get over here beside me.
Okay.
Now you can see yourself right there.
Yes, I can.
And there's the camera you're looking into. That camera, the big thing with the little lens on it there.
Okay.
And so you see, you
I
already got
see
a
the
hello
chat
Ethan.
right
You've got a
there.
hello Ethan already. See, there you go.
Wait, you. Oh, wait. Well, I didn't think all of them knew my name.
Well, most of the people do know your name is Ethan.
Oh.
Well, at least they do now. Well, at least 40 people do now. We had 56 people on, but you know what happens?
Wow.
People come on just for the draw, and when they don't win the draw, they go, click, we're done. Don't even know if they give me a like. But yeah. Oh, was that your toe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll heal. See, we got hello Ethan, hello Ethan. Tim's getting upstage. Hello Ethan. There you go. Did that hurt? Does it still hurt? I ran over his toe with the chair. But he's a tough guy. You know, a few years ago he'd be crying on the floor now, but he's a tough guy.
Ow, that hurt.
Oh, did it hurt? Oh, okay. Well, that's why you get for wear.
Ow.
You need to have slippers when you come down here.
Ow, that hurt. Oh, well,
I crushed his toe.
I didn't have much of an introduction here.
It's okay.
Well, is Humphrey here?
Humphrey.
Yeah.
Andrew Humphrey? I don't
Yeah.
think Andrew's on tonight.
Ah.
I haven't seen Andrew Humphrey on there. Clown Hammer is there. It's okay if he walks if he walks on the buttons. Tuxedo said hello. See, Mark Flanagan said hello. You're getting big.
Yes, I am not.
And then Ranch Kid said even I know it's Ethan. Look at that. The one question that people really should be asking you is when are you getting your own YouTube channel?
Not for a while.
And when are you going to start working on 3D printers with me? You're not really interested in 3D printing, are you? Oh, the shame. Oh, the shame.
What? How's that shameful?
No, you're just protecting your toe from the wheels of my chair, aren't
Yes, it still
you?
hurts.
Yes, there you go. Wow,
I'm
9.
so lucky it wasn't all of my toes.
Yeah, see, everybody's still saying hi to you. Look at that. You have a lot of fans. What you got to do next time is come down when I do the filament draw so you can push the button to determine who the winner is.
Okay,
Why don't we do that next week?
Yes, but next stream, if any of you see anyone who's like in and out of the chatting or the video, like it must be annoying when people just leave for the draw. Like
Yeah,
for the draw.
some people come for the draw and then leave for the draw, but it is what it is. It's nothing you
Yeah.
can really do about it, right?
I know.
The draw's open to everybody, so that's okay.
That's a PC.
Does Ethan do laser printing? No.
No, I've
No.
never touched.
He's really into games right now, so yeah, that's the PC over there with the fancy lights on it. This is the camera switcher. That's what switches cameras.
This is the longest I've ever been on stream.
It's the longest you've ever been on stream.
Wait, are those different streams? Like,
No,
are
this
those
is the same stream, same chat. This is the same chat I'm watching here. This one's here because I'm blind and I need to make the words a little bigger.
Howdy to you, Kennedy Davis.
Kenneth Davis.
Kenneth Davis. Sorry
Yeah.
for mispronouncing
Yeah.
that.
And there's Rebecca. She said, what kind of games do you like to play?
Like, mostly Roblox.
He loves Roblox. Yeah. Make sure to put on, William says, make sure to put on safety toe shoes.
Yeah, I will.
Mark says steel toe boots required. There we go. See?
Yeah.
And look, see, Big Bad Joe says you're a natural because you're not shy. You're good at looking right into the camera and talking to people. That's good.
Yeah.
And you should be. You should be.
I'm always skeptical about seeing new people. When
Yeah.
I get to know them, it's.
You're okay. Yeah, good. Awesome.
Oh.
Oh, careful. You okay?
I'm gonna get
Okay.
out. Okay, goodbye.
High five.
Goodbye, everyone in chat. Say some last goodbyes. Rebecca, Rob H. I'm not saying that. Anyways, goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Tuxedo. Goodbye, everyone. I'm gonna get out of here before I break a bone.
He's
Okay, see you guys next stream.
See you later. He's going to get out of here before he breaks a bone. I don't blame him. Okay, that was funny. Okay, let's get back to that funky screen we were at before, which is right here, Nighthawk 30. Oh, that's not where I was right here. So I have to do something called catapult.
Wait, one more thing.
Oh, one more thing? You want to say one more thing?
Do they know about her dog?
Yeah, they've met Waylon before. Maybe not everybody on here has met Waylon before, but I'm pretty sure they have.
Oh, I'm just letting you guys know we have a dog.
Yeah, okay. He's just letting y'all know we have a dog. There we go. Okay. Okay. You can't see us. I know we can't see you. Okay, so catapult firmware. So I got to log in to See, I don't need to do Clipper because I've already compiled my Clipper firmware. Unless I don't think I have to redo Clipper. So we have to open Putty. We don't have to worry about Clipper. I think I can skip right ahead to Clipper and go up to the Catapult. Uploading Clipper via Catapult. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till next week and we'll work on this. Because it seems to me that uploading Clipper via Catapult, do I have Catapult? And do I, what steps do I do here? Because this is the part where I really get confused is when we go to do need to clone Catapult. DeathCube says, okay, which is basically starting right there, installing Catapult bootloader. So I assume right here is where I have to start at this section right here. And I have to go through all this. Is that correct? I believe that's correct. So I know we got a little bit of a delay on the chat here. And finally, verification is to run. You should see Clipper USB address, which we already have. So we already have loaded Clipper in here. I think this is where I've got to start. Is right here, installing Catapult bootloader. In this section, we'll complete and upload the Catapult bootloader. Note that your Nighthawk toolboard normally ships with Catapult pre-installed, and you only need to perform the following operations if Catapult was inadvertently overwritten or lost. Ah. Okay, it's pretty easy, and it unlocks the update via USB via commands instead of getting the Nighthawk into DFU by pressing the reboot button. Okay. But it says I don't need to do this because it said this is the LDO documentation, and it says Catapult, normally ships with Catapult pre-installed, and you only need to perform the following options if Catapult was inadvertently overwritten or lost. So if I assume it wasn't, then this is correct. You shouldn't need to do this. Okay. So we now need to reboot the Nighthawk toolboard into system boot mode. This is done in 3 steps. Okay, so this is probably something I can skip, and I probably need to go, I'm ready to compile and upload Clipper. See, this should all be done. Let's just see. Then there was the next section. Hang on one second. Okay, where was I looking where I saw the config file that I have to upload here? I believe it was right here. Configs. This is Catapult configs. Yeah, I'm not. I've got to make sure I know what I'm doing here. I don't want to mess this up. But there was a config file that I needed actually for Nighthawk. Need to get into DFU mode for just one more time by pressing the reset boot and leaving the reset button first. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, we're getting a bit late. We're almost 10 minutes till we're done. Let me just switch back over here. Let me go back to this here and switch to this. I think what I'm going to do is leave doing this till next week when I've got a fresher mind. And we'll start next week. We'll get this going. I want to figure out the actual steps because I know that I got to upload a Nighthawk config file, and then I also have to upload something for the Jabberwocky as well. Okay, but I think it's best if I just do that, start that fresh on a stream rather than start it with only 10 minutes left to go, and then be partway through and not be able to complete the whole thing totally. So I think that's what we'll do. I think that's the best idea here, because I tend to start things like that and then leave it, and then next week I get totally lost. So I think that's what we'll do. We got the drag chain on, we got everything wired up, we got the box turtle, we got it powered on. There's nothing wrong with it now other than the fact that we need to update some firmware. So let's go ahead and power this down, shut down. We'll power this down and we'll start this up again next week. I think that's a fair deal. Plus we got to have some good times with Ethan. There we go. thank you so much, everybody. Let me just make sure that I've got everything set over here. I do. There we go. I want to say thank you for everybody watching. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the donations. Congratulations again to, oh my gosh, I just forgot his name. I'm terrible with names. Congratulations on winning the filament. I'm terrible with that. But I'm glad you got it. That's just terrible. I really need to know who won that. So that was Hanson Hollers. Congratulations to Hanson Hollers for winning the draw tonight. There we go. And I want to thank you for being here. Thank everybody for being here. We'll continue this up. Hopefully, maybe one more stream should do it, and we should be able to get some printing going on this. So that'd be great. Everybody have a good week. We'll talk to you guys next weekend. Stay safe. Stay warm if you're in the cold temps like I am. And thanks for watching. I appreciate you all, each and every one of you. Bye for now.